Business development and entrepreneurial support gives you the tools to be able to go out and to create and develop your business. Whether you're going to be an independent contract worker or even if you're going to be hired as an employee by a business, most companies have an expectation of you, especially if you're working as a massage therapist or a yoga teacher or an esthetician or whatever you're looking at. The businesses have an expectation that you are also going to go out and build and develop your own clientele base as if it is your own business. That's what the business development and the entrepreneurial support class provides for you, all of those tools. One of the things that I talk to or coach students around when they come in and say, well, I don't really think I want to start my own business. It's important to know what these steps are. If you can go into any kind of a career opportunity with a clearer understanding of what a business owner has to do to be successful, then you will be successful in whatever way you decide to manifest or build your business, whether it is working for somebody as an independent contractor or starting your own small business. Clarification around an independent contractor: you are in business for yourself. You are responsible for your own taxes. You are responsible for a lot of aspects that being an employee doesn't have an expectation for you to do. The sooner that we start the process before we graduate, it allows us an opportunity to finish our program and hit the ground running, as opposed to starting and building the foundation at the end of a program. It really gives us a head start or a jump start on building and developing our businesses. The first thing a student needs to do is have a clear understanding as to what their business is, whether it's going to be life coaching, whether it's going to be nutrition, maybe it's going to be a combination of life coaching, nutrition, maybe there's a yoga piece involved. If we don't have a clear understanding of the direction and what the business is going to focus on, then it makes it very difficult for us to build a foundation for the business, keeping in mind that we can start the foundation point of the business at one point and grow it into anything that we want to make it or imagine it, but we need to be clear on what we want to do. Having a definitive name of what your business is a real important first step. If the name of the business is not clear and concise about what we are offering the public, then it gives us an unclear picture as to what we're trying to build on to develop the business. So if it is a yoga business or a holistic nutrition business, we want the name to be clear and to state that's exactly what it is. The other piece around that is when we are purchasing domain names and developing business entities for the business, we want to have a clear picture on what the name is, because you don't want to have to reinvent the wheel. You don't want to start a business and then change the direction of the business midstream after you've already put this work into it. So being clear on what the name of your business is a very important factor. When we look at what a business entity is going to be, whether it's going to be a sole proprietorship or an LLC, there's paperwork that we have to file for this. And again, we want it to be clear. You do not want to file an LLC under one name and then change midstream. So it has always been my coaching around this is that we develop the business entity, decide if we are going to be a sole proprietor on an LLC, and then we create that business entity. And it does not necessarily mean that the business entity has to be the name of the business. For instance, I could have a business LLC called W. Zecco LLC, but the name of my business could be Will Zecco Yoga. So the way we set up the business entity is equally as important, but it does not necessarily mean that it is the name of the business. And that threads into also the financial piece of it, because we want to make sure that we set up our business checking accounts and savings accounts, how we register with the IRS for our EIN number. That's going to be your identity, just like your social security number. So we want to be clear as to what is that going to be, so that when we file the paperwork, it's just one process. We don't have to modify it. We can just move right along into creating that business entity. When it comes down to ordering business cards and collateral material and things like that, that is an important step, and it is a piece of the process that BC 511 touches on. But there's a lot of pieces that you want to have in place first. You want to make sure that you have your domain name. You want to make sure that you have a telephone number. You want to make sure that you have your email address, because all of this information is going to be part of what your business card has on there. And then of course there's the image. We start branding your business right from the very beginning. So the color, the font style, the images that are going to be on your business card are equally as important, because again, you don't want to change it. You don't want to do something and then 6 months decide, oh, I don't really like this, let's make it into something else. It's a waste of time and it's a waste of money, because it costs money to print these things. So you want to make sure that you have everything in order, in line, before you start spending money on those kinds of materials. The imagination or the vision of creating the entrepreneurial support division here at SWIHA was sort of the brainchild of Casey Miller. And what we wanted to provide for the students, both on campus and online, is a resource center where they could go for support to help them develop and build their business, from creating a website to filing papers for LLCs, talking about content and creating information that they can share. The importance of social networking, Facebook, LinkedIn. We are able to be connected to the students almost 7 days a week. There is always someone available, either by phone. We do Skype appointments, and the beauty of it is here at the Entrepreneurial Support Division here on campus, we have an amazing laboratory, if you want to call it that, and we have 5 computers. And at any time during the day or week, it's not uncommon to have 2 or 3 students in here physically working on the computer, maybe creating a website, maybe working on searching for a domain name. We help them file the paperwork that they need, applications for licensing and things like that. So this is really an amazing resource that is available to all of our students and our graduates, and it's for a lifetime. So whether you graduate 2 weeks from now or 10 years from now, as long as the Entrepreneurial Success Division is here, we will be available for our students and graduates. As part of the process for going through the Business Development and Entrepreneurial Support class, one of the projects that you have is you develop a portfolio. And as part of that portfolio, when it's complete, you will come away with a fully functional business plan, an outline for your business, a business card, collateral material, and a lot of other key important pieces that will help you create and build your business. An important aspect of business development and entrepreneurial support for us here at SWIHA is encouraging the students to get out there and meet and greet people, both in person, get out, shake hands, press the flesh. It's kind of a lost art that's kind of going on the wayside. Here at SWIHA, we offer many opportunities where there's actual physical events, where the public is here, where our students and graduates can come and offer their services, maybe sell their products. But beyond that, part of what I do here is I encourage our online students to reach out to different organizations in their community. A lot of times in my coaching sessions, I will Google search for the students in their area and point them in the directions of networking groups where they can physically go and meet people, as well as continuing to do their networking online through Facebook, Skype, LinkedIn, and all those other important aspects that we are using on the internet to build our business, but to still keep that personal, one-on-one, face-to-face, let me shake your hand and tell you about how amazing I am. At the completion of the Business Development and Entrepreneurial Support class, we offer the students what we call the opportunity. And we make an offer for the students both online and on campus to maybe offer a gift certificate for services or something like that. And then what we do is we take these gift certificates to our on-campus events and we give them away as raffles or gifts to the people that are attending there. It's a great opportunity for the students to begin to develop relationships, to take that first step into meeting with clients. And the amazing opportunity in this world today with Skype and the internet and all these amazing things technologically, we can offer the same opportunity to our online students. So if, for instance, a student in New York wants to offer a coaching session or a hypno session or something like that, we can feasibly give that gift certificate to somebody here in Phoenix and they can do it on the internet. One of the biggest challenges that we find here at SWIHA, both on campus and online, is getting the information and making the students aware that we are here for them and getting them to take that first step to reach out to us so that we can support them from the very beginning. One of the biggest challenges that I find when I meet with students who have graduated and completed the program is they're done and then they sort of drop off and they go into this place of fear because they don't know where to start. And then they come in maybe 6 weeks, maybe 10 weeks, maybe 6 months later, and they say, I finished my program, but I don't know what to do. And we are really working to make the students aware to start sooner and to reach out. If you don't ask for help, if you don't come to us and let us know how we can support you, then we're not really being of any support to the students. So it's really important for us to communicate. And we're really working on creating that relationship, building that relationship up earlier in their programs and not waiting till they graduate. Getting those foundation pieces in place. And if there is fear around starting your business, if there's fear around taking that first step, there are people here that will support you and hold your hand and get you launched into manifesting whatever it is that is your greater vision or doing your gifts.